yes, friend, welcome back to the fourth episode of the 15 Days Content Creation Master Course, plus caption writing and page optimization. In this particular video or in this particular episode, I'm going to be going through the concept of content and context. And as a result of that, as the finishing part of this particular episode, I'll also be discussing the divisions or the types or the classifications of content in the context and the concept of content. I know it sounds like as if I'm giving a little bit broad vocabularies. However, don't be too bothered about all of this because I'm going to be breaking every single thing down. The first one is content. Now, the definition of content, or what we all understand as content, is what a person or what is created online, like to like create, like what a person creates online and it is posted or uploaded on the person's behalf or by the person is or herself online to showcase that the person is available in order like is available for that kind of content he or she is putting out. However, a lot of people will always ask me a question that I have been posting content every single time. I'm posting. For what is happening? I'm only posting, I'm not seeing the results. Now, the answer I've always given to people in that wise is that you are only creating content online. Does your like that content you are creating, does it have a context? You see, content and context are two different things. You might be creating content and your content would not have a context. Do you understand now? That is, all contexts, all contexted thing that is put online is a content, but not all content can be ranked to be a context. Now, I'm gonna break this thing down very very well now. Now, what is the concept of context? The concept of context is dealing with the six pillars I explained in episode 2 and episode 3. You see, if you are creating content online and you do not have and your content does not have context, that is, your content in your content you've not been able to understand and analyze those six pillars of content, because those six pillars of content is what constitutes the context of a content. Do you understand me right now? That is, if your content is not with to a targeted audience, you are not posting where you are meant to be posting, you're not posting when you should be posting, you're not creating the kind of content you are meant to be posting, and you're not creating those content at the due time. That is to say, you don't know who you are targeting. You are only posting your videos just like that. You don't know why you are targeting them. That is, you don't know why you are building or why you are creating content online. Are you creating those content to reach to get followers, or are you creating content to get customers or clients? You don't know. What kind of content are you meant to be creating? Are you meant to be creating video content or graphics content? You don't know. You are just doing anyone that comes to your mind. That is to say, your content is not resonating with a particular audience at a particular time in a good manner and in the best audience type. That is to say, if you want your content to rank online, you need to firstly understand the concept of context. That is to say, you need to infuse context into your content for you to what? For you to blow up on social media. So, like the scope or let me say, like the main span of what we are talking about when it comes to social media is that you are not just to create any type of content. No, you are a business owner, you are an entrepreneur, right? So, like, you need to understand those six pillars I have explained earlier. Know who you want to reach, know how you want to reach them, know why you are reaching them, know what you are reaching them for. You need to know where, and lastly, you know when. So those are the six things that constitute the concept of context. And once those six things are available and understand and being understood, your context is ready. All you need to now do is you now create a content that has the concept of that context in it. So once you combine those two things together, boom, you are going to get ready for your social media bloom online. Now, let me explain a little bit more. Let me take a sip of water first. Oh, you drink water. So yes, as I was saying, is that you see, if you want to like create content online, you need to know who you are creating those contents for, how you are creating those content, why you are creating content online, what you are creating, where you are posting those contents, and when you are posting them. Those things are what will constitute your context. And once you can have a context, then your content will resonate with a particular audience. So instead of you to like be creating random content for 6 months, it will only take you 1 to 2 months, since you have context and there are potential audiences out there that you've already done your research. You know the kind of people you want to reach, you know how you want to reach them, you know why you want to reach them, you know when you want to reach them, you know where you want to reach them, and you know why you want to reach them. It will be very, very easy for you to rack up your social media journey and get the shit out of whatever it is you are doing. So like a lot of people will come and tell me that, for us, we are creating the same content every single time. We are always creating. I see you post, I also post. I see you post, I also post. Why? Me, I'm not great. Me, I will tell them that the only secret is that you are not doing what you are meant to be doing. You're only picking up your phone. Record. Do you think it's not about only you recording your video or showing your business? No, you need to be strategic about it. Who are the people you want to sell to? Who are the people you want to reach? Why do you want to reach them? What are you giving to them? And why are they coming to you? Right? So that is just everything you need to understand when it comes to the concept of you putting out content online. So now, since you now understand the concept of content and you can now easily differentiate content from context, that is to say, for you to blow up on social media, you cannot keep creating only content. No, you need to also create context, because what like context is like the engine of your content. That is to say, if you are creating content and you don't have context, the content is lifeless. Like it's not reaching anybody. Like, do you get now? Like, you don't have any main point or no objective in that content, because why? It is lacking the concept of context. That is just it. So for your content to rank and for you to blow up or for you to be a good content creator online, you need to have and understand the concept of context. And as I said earlier, what like the main engine of that context, because context is the engine of your content. And the engine of context, that is what constitutes context, are those 6 pillars I explained earlier about content creation. That is to say, if at this point you still don't understand what I mean, you need to go and watch episode 2 and episode 3 again, because that is where I explained all of the 6 pillars of content creation, which constitutes what we mean as context. And because context is what makes a content comes to life, you need to understand those 6 pillars. Can you see now that I have arranged this course in a very consecutive and easy way for you? Do you get now? So the introductory part is there, which is episode 1. The episode 2 and episode 3 is discussing about the pillars of content creation. And episode 4 right now is explaining to you why your content, because everybody will say, I've been creating content, why am I not blowing? Why you're not blowing is because you are only, a lot of people will tell you that use hashtag. Use hashtag is a lie. Hashtag will not work if you are not creating good content. And a good content is not about your background. It's not about your lighting. It's not about your fancy camera. Some people say, I want to go and get buy iPhone 12. It's a lie. If you like, buy iPhone 14 Pro Max. If you are not creating the content that have the context, it will not resonate and you will not blow up on any platform you like. You should go. Do you get now? So let me now go now to the classification of content. Like, what are the kind of content? What are the kind of division of content? This is something I came up with myself. Sorry again, I had to drink underwater. I'm getting dried up. So, right, as I was saying, these are like 3 divisions of content I came up with during my last 4 years of content creation. The first one is you need to start, like, these are the kind of content you should be creating, regardless of either video content or whatever. The first content you need to start creating is like, there are 3. The first one is educational content. The second one is inspirational content. and the third one is promotional content. Now, the first one being educational content is like a content you will create. It can be video content, it can be any type of content. But I said that for the purpose of this particular course, I will not be discussing about any other kind of content. I'll be focusing more on video content. Now, the first one is I'm sweating already. The first one is educational content. And educational content is like a kind of content that you create to educate people, to teach people what they don't know. So, like you see, on social media, you cannot grow if you don't want, like, if you are not, like, it is value for value. Like, you need to exchange value. You give to people for them to key into you. So even if you want to sell to them or you want to make them come and buy from you, if you don't give them a reason to buy from you, they will not buy. That is just it. So the first kind of content, which is the educational content, is the kind of content you create that you teach them, you educate them on maybe what your business is about, or how you run your business, or how you make sales, or the advantages of them buying from you, or the advantages of your product, or the benefits of your product, or like what they are standing to miss if they are not buying from you. So that is kind of educational content that you are creating. That is to say, for me now, for those that are in the baking industry, be like, okay, three reasons why, three reasons why my last customer bought this, or three reasons why I love using whipped cream for my customers, or three reasons for those that are in the tailoring, or for those that are in fashion industry. Be like, okay, three reasons why I love shopping the best quality materials for my clients, or three reasons why Alaja Salama decided to come back to buy from me. Do you get now? Like, that is the scope of educational content, and like that is the main, like that is the broad thing. So if you don't create educational content, people will not get value from you, and once they don't get value from you, it will be very, very difficult for them to trust you, and it will be difficult for them to come back to you to buy more from you at the long end. So that is everything about educational content. You need to teach people, explore with them. As I've said earlier, all of the things I am saying are practically what I do. So if you want to understand this deeply more, I'll advise that you go to my Instagram page or my TikTok page and see how I do with my content there. Right? That is the first one. The second kind of content, as I said, is inspirational content. You see, educational content, which is the first one, is the content that you need to record and you need to write scripts down. So this particular book here is a book I write all of the scripts in, like all of the things I say in my videos and everything. I write it all in this book right here. So if in educational content you need to put your focus, set your camera, do everything, go say senge menge. But if you are working on inspirational content does not need to full editing, it does not need a big setup. No, it is just for you to show the behind the scene of your business, like show your personality, show the authenticity of yourself. Do you get now? Like this particular video, like this particular course right now, I would say that it is an educational content and an inspirational content together, because I am teaching you something. At the same way, I am showing my originality. It is very, very easy for me to be editing and cutting and editing and cutting and editing and cutting and write everything down. But no, I want you to feel like the originality of this whole thing. And that is why I am sharing these things. Like, I am being free. I am telling you I'm in my room. I'm telling you I'm recording with this. I'm telling you what I do. I'm even drinking water from my glass cup. So like it's an inspirational content, right? So like you make people feel the originality in you. You make people feel the authenticity, or authenticity. Yes, that is the word. So like you make people feel and go along with your vibe. Maybe I don't invite people to bring in their personal life into their social media, because I'm not really somebody that likes putting out your personal life to social media. However, if you are interested in that, maybe you want to show, okay, your child is wearing the clothes you made, or your family or your siblings are eating your cake, or all of those stuffs, or like maybe you want to share your customers review. These are the kind of inspirational content you can come up with online, right? It builds your authenticity, and it draws you closer as a content creator, as a business owner to your audience or to your followers. And don't forget that the main aim of social media or the main aim of content creation is to convert those mere followers into an audience. And from an audience, they will come to a community of all of the followers that follow you online for what you love doing on your WhatsApp. I'm going to tell you later in this video how you can create your WhatsApp link or your link in bio and all of those stuff when we are talking about page optimization. Do you all understand right now? But then for the purpose of this particular course right now and this particular episode, that is the second kind of content you can create. The first one is educational content. The second one is inspirational content. Now, I know a lot of people will now come here and start telling me, Fawaz, you are creating content. How are we going to make money? That is where the third kind of content comes in, which is what's the promotional content. You see, you can see that I said earlier that you need to give value, then ask people to bring money. You see, you can see that educational content, you're not telling them to bring money. Inspirational content, you're not telling them to bring money. That is you giving to the community, giving value, showing yourself, building a personality with those people. Then when it now comes to the last one, which is the promotional content, that is when you now start to sell to them. You'll be like, okay, you've watched this video in my educational video where I said this is the importance of this, then come and buy from me. Right? It will be very, very easy for people to buy from you through your promotional content if they've seen double of it's very, very easy for you to make people buy from you through your promotional content because they've seen double from you in your inspirational and in your and in your educational content. So if you want to be creating 5 videos in a week, I'll advise you that only one to be your promotional content. Two, you should upload 2 educational content and 2 inspirational content, which is Monday, Wednesday should be educational. Tuesday, Thursday should be inspirational, and then Friday should be promotional. So it's not compulsory you follow that schedule, but then I'm just telling you that what you should do: give, then take. That is the rule I said. I think in one video like that I posted on YouTube, I explained the concept of this give, then take. Because it will be easier for you to collect from someone after they've seen that you've given them. They will not be able to resist not giving you their money. Do you get them? So those are the kind of 3 content I believe that you can make online that will really help your content journey as an entrepreneur, as a content creator, and a small business owner. I believe that with this 4 episodes? Is it 4 now? Yeah. With these 4 episodes I've explained earlier, I've been able to explain the introductory parts, the pillars of content, and now the concept of context, and also the types and divisions of content you can start creating as a content creator. Darling, I think I'm getting exhausted already. Should I go and sleep? I don't really know. But then, thank you very much for watching this particular episode, this particular point. I really do appreciate it. In the next 4, 5, and 6 episodes, I'm going to be discussing TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube with their page optimization respectively. Do you get now? So, darling, thank you very much. I'm going to see you in a while. And I'll be explaining how you can create your Instagram, your TikTok, and your YouTube account, and also how you can optimize your page and set it up for when you want to start creating content. Because I've already explained everything you need to create content now. You need your camera, you need a little bit of tripod, even though it's not compulsory. You need lights and all of those things. I've explained the concept of context and the pillars of content creation. Now, let's get into the sweet part before we start creating video content and start editing. I love you. Follow your joy. Make sure you follow this class. It's very important. Do you get now? Thank you very much for watching this course to this very last time. I love you. What am I always saying? Is it compulsory? I say, I'm already used to that word. Anyways, baby.